Wow, my hair is wet. I feel like I'm talking to either people who are old or people who identify as old souls. And listen, baby, age ain't nothing but a number. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Wisdom is something that you have learned, and that is such a beautiful thing, but there's two sides to it. It comes instinctively. You impart wisdom so instinctively. You give guidance and advice, and it's more than guidance and advice. I really don't think you understand the impact your words can have. Like, you're a very impactful person. That's what I'm feeling. Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Did I say this? I've never used this deck before. So, first time for everything. Yeah. Let's see what we get. The Four of Vessels in reverse, which is the Four of Cups in reverse. There's so much complexity to you, and with that complexity comes the awareness of every single element of your life. You know that you're meant for a big thing. You're meant to do something impactful, something purposeful, something meaningful. And you might not have every single element figured out, but I do feel like, congratulations, I do feel like you're on the right path towards a passion, a purpose, fulfillment. Beautiful. Let's look at the imagery. I've literally never used this. We've got a watering can. I actually do feel like the watering can could have significance to herbalism. Maybe that's something you'd like to get into. Maybe it's something that an older relative did. That could be quite specific. That feels important to say. Regardless, I think it's also important to expand your horizons in your craft. If you're a witch, practice herbalism. You know, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. If you're a gardener, there you go, you know. Ooh, when a card hits the floor, it's extra important. What is it? Champion of Vessels. This will be the Page of Cups, yeah? Cup energy, water sign energy. The crow feels significant, Goddess Hecate. Spiritually, crows symbolise intuition. They symbolise guidance. They symbolise power. They symbolise knowing that you are protected continuously. The backpack feels significant. Travelling, exploration, expanding your horizons through travel. I think you're a free spirit. I think you have so much life and love inside you, and I think you are trapping yourself in your own boundaries, and you want to expand beyond that. If we look at the imagery here, these flowers are dead and they can't be watered anymore, right? So it's time to move into a new pot, a new garden. I think 2026, Nine of Swords, will hold a lot of experiences for you. Fun, new people, travel. The Nine of Swords is mental. It's interesting because you're very emotionally and mentally self-aware. You're a very intelligent person. I think you think differently from the crowd. And I think that when you have a problem, you don't see it as most people would. You see it as opportunity. I think you see struggle as opportunity. Wow, whoever I'm reading, Alchemist. Yeah. Crown of Vessels. King of Cups in reverse. Right? Should we just, one sec, bear with. Let's have a look. Go on, so I'll have a look. So, Crown of Wands is the King of Wands, so this is the King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. I think what it is I think this King of Cups in reverse isn't about one specific person. I think it's a concept of people. I think that you are meant to break free from the average crowd. I think you are meant to be different and embrace that difference. The skull feels very significant. I feel like you're very connected to an ancient kind of spirituality or magic. I think you're very tapped in, more than you might even realise. I definitely feel like this isn't your first rodeo, you know, this is not your first life on this planet. I feel like you're an activist at heart. I feel like you are a justice seeker. I feel like you will stand up and do the right thing no matter what. I feel a great sense of justice for you. Yeah, powerful. the Apprentice of Vessels, a lot of cup energy. One sec. Apologies. Continue. If we look at the imagery here, this is someone moulding something, but it's also a skill, it's a talent. I think you're a very tapped in person. I think you are very naturally creative, and I don't feel like your creativity is underutilized. I feel like you use it in certain ways, but I feel like it's time for expansion outside of that. The Crown of Vessels, the King of Wands in reverse, I feel like is a double message also about the concept of divine masculine energy. Divine masculine energy is the more logical, physical side of life, right? And I think this is what it is. I think you're purging something very deep in preparation for you to combine your soul into the physical part of life. I feel like you're about to come into collision with your purpose, or really advance in your purpose, so to speak. Three of Swords in reverse. But before we talk about that, I think there's a situation with, I don't feel like this is romantic. I feel like this might be about a friend or something platonic. I feel like there's something here that you have, possibly more than you would have expected. You've let go of this person easier than you would have thought you would. I feel like you've let go of a friend, someone close to you. I feel like this person is showing their true colours. I feel like you're also growing beyond this person and the environment surrounding this person. Past in reverse, interesting, yeah. I'm very drawn to the helix, the DNA. This feels very much like spiritual upgrades, yeah. Past in reverse, yeah, wow. The Fool in reverse. Commit to it. You're a good person, and I think that's what this is. I think you see the best in people. I think you have this ability to really understand people, very empathic. And I think what you need to really embrace right now is new beginnings. This person, these people, this situation, these places, they're not meant to come with you into this new chapter. And I encourage you to embrace that. Three of Swords in reverse, exactly. Oh, Five of Swords in reverse, right. And the thing is, you're very aware that these situations, these people were not good for you. And you come into that conclusion and embrace it. Four of Coins in reverse. I feel like this is a wound that has been passed down through family. The Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles in reverse. It feels as if there's a lack of, well, I say a lack of, but I feel like this is being mended. It feels like there was a lack of faith in your ability to maintain stability through your passions. Know this, whatever you choose to do in life, this passion, this path, it will provide you with the financial security, but also the purpose that you seek. But please understand, you are breaking a very deep family cycle. Ten of Coins, Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. You are breaking a very deep family cycle. You're meant to give elements of yourself. You're meant to share this gift, this talent, etc. that you have, and you will go far. Let's do one last shuffle. Oh my god. The Star. The Star. You are meant to shine. Now, real quick, let me finish this. Is that it? Yeah. The final cards are the Star, bottom of the deck, the Neutral, which is the Empress. You are the Empress. In this life, you're meant to embody divine feminine energy, creativity, passion, love, empathy. You are such a divine being. And you know this, but I get the vibe that you might not be told it enough, or, you know, you're the person who helps other people, but when it comes to yourself, people might not listen. You know? Point being, you are a very rare individual. And, I'm very drawn to the tattoos. I feel like either you might be thinking of getting a tattoo, or I feel like you should get a tattoo. But I'm very drawn to the tattoos. Feel significant. Know that you are guided, you are loved, and in this life, you will achieve very, very big things. or freer vessels, and 2026 will hold a lot of expansion in the concept of community. You'll find your